Hey everybody, welcome back. I have another monitor overview. I did plan on actually looking at this last year, but due to unfortunate events, I didn't get around to it. So I have tested it before. It does work. Unfortunately, while moving it, if you can see clearly, I accidentally cracked, it is a little heavy, this part of the enclosure. It's barely noticeable if you don't look or feel for it. If I do get a chance to open this up and kind of service it a little bit, I'll probably use the old the old super glue / baking soda trick to kind of smooth that out. But we have a Sony Trinitron MultiScan 20SE 2nd edition, or Mach 2. I don't know how they expect you to pronounce it on this monitor. From the 90s. I got a hold of this for free because it got dropped off to get recycled at my one old job, and it works just fine. Now, we'll have to move it a little bit. So this specific one was manufactured in October of 1997. I do believe this model is older than that. And the model number is GDM-20SE2T. So that corresponds with the name of the unit. This one was made in Japan. It's a Trinitron monitor as usual. And you might notice down here that there's a little thing that's a little different than most people are used to. So before VGA was really standard, one of the ways to output 480p like HD RGB signals, I'm not going to get into the details of that, but to input RGB signals, you'd use 5 BNC breakouts to have the red, green, blue, and then the horizontal and the vertical sync. So I did test this port. Unfortunately, I can't find the adapter cable I used to do that. I can't just plug anything into it. I have to plug something in that is a compatible signal. And the VGA 2 breakout cable did work. So input 2 does work. We're not going to look at it today just because I lost that cable. Standard 3-prong power cable. Standard VGA cable, or HD15, or what's it, D-sub I think is the other name? Yeah. So we're going to plug it in. I decided this time we're going to use my main computer to output video to it. I actually chose error correct VGA cable, one with the blue ends and the white thing. I did have an error-colored gray power cable. Unfortunately, I can't find that. Luckily, this one, you can adjust the angle on the stand. So we are running Windows 11. I am using a DisplayPort to VGA adapter. Those are the most efficient as far as what modern GPUs use, at least that I have available. I'd rather use those over HDMI ones. They seem to give me a more direct conversion. And then note, Windows 11 is not that CRT friendly. I could not boot up and have this as my main display usually. It just wouldn't sync up or start, at least with multiple displays that I tried. So usually I have this as the second monitor. And Windows 11 also does not have any sense how to scan 4:3 aspect ratios. I think they removed all the old protocols, or whatever you would want to call them, for older monitors. So we have most of the standard controls. There's a reset button on the front. There's an option. Right now I should have the color temperature. Yep. I have it all the way up. So there's 3 settings. 5000K, 6500K, and then I just maxed out. I want the best color I can get. You can adjust the conversions. I have adjusted a little bit. It's not perfect at the moment. I'm not going to pretend it is. Geometry you can also adjust just from the main buttons. The size I adjusted, it should be pretty close. It's a little off, but it will do for just a basic overview. The centering I've adjusted. The brightness you can adjust, and the contrast. All the buttons for that are right here. Power saving mode, standard power button, everything in the front's normal. One of those old reduced electronic field stickers from the 90s. Can't believe that's neat. That's still on there, kinda. So it's not too crazy. This is mostly stuff that was standard at the time. I know there's possibly people watching here that weren't even born when CRT monitors were the mainstay, which is crazy for me to ponder, but we're at that point. To make things kind of easier, I made it so it's the main display right now. Usually it won't let me boot like that, so I have to boot up with another monitor and then unplug it after it's going, but so after some weird technical issues, I'm going to show off a game called Fatum Betula. It's not available on any PlayStation platforms at the moment, but it is an indie low-poly horror game inspired by PS1 visuals. Hopefully someday the dev will add it to the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Another reason I chose this is this actually lets me use settings and resolutions that are proper for this monitor. Windows 11 does seem to scale things weird though, unfortunately. And this is the primary location I wanted to show off. I fell down. This is the primary location I wanted to show off with this monitor. Although the specific unit subs does seem to be a bit dull, your mileage may vary depending on what condition is the one that you find. Assume it's from decades of use. Very relaxing. Alright, on to the next title. Huh, that's a weird visual glitch. For those that don't know, I think it was 99, there was a PC port of Metal Gear Solid for Windows, which had some advantages and then also disadvantages because it did not have any of the PlayStation 1 special effects on it. And a few years ago, GOG updated it, so Good Old Games has an update of it to run on modern computers. This is also based off the integral port that came out in Japan for the PlayStation.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
I forgot the mapping for the controls, and this is very weird. Also, the integral version / the PC port starts you out with a MP5SD with 9,000 or 999 bullets. I think it has infinite ammo. Yeah, you start out with an infinite ammo gun. Fortunately, the control mapping on this is very awkward.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground.
I do plan to replay Metal Gear Solid on my own personal stream sometime soon. And then just to show playback of a YouTube video, one of my own videos, so yeah. Yeah, things look completely fine. This one definitely probably is in need of some servicing. It's not in the best condition, but I will say it's good, and I'm glad I got one for free. If I ever find a second one, I'm definitely going to pair them up. That's one of my dreams, is to somehow find 2 matching Trinitron monitors in this region, or most of the models at all in general, besides the bigger ones. Unfortunately, my region is pretty much dried up, except for larger consumer sets that people don't have a way to get rid of for free, so hope you guys enjoyed this basic overview. It's a little more bare bones than I originally intended, but I kind of want to just get some stuff done out of the way for one of my bigger projects next month. So I hope you all enjoyed. Take care. I will see you again soon. Stay safe, and bye for now. Bye.